Speaking of leaders, and for his opening remarks, please help me welcome the Dean of Suleiman Alayan School of Business, Dr. Yusuf Sidani.
Thank you. أصحاب المعالي والسعادة, AUB leadership, vice presidents, deans, my dear faculty, students, alumni, and friends. Let me get straight into the topic in my 5-minute speech. Az-Zuhur was a literary, artistic, and scientific periodical that ran a few years starting in 1910. Its owner and editor was a Lebanese intellectual called Antoine Jmayil. On the pages of Az-Zuhur, we find a fascinating exchange, a discussion and a rebuttal between two eloquent women. This dialogue reflects the condition of women at that time, but it resonates deeply with the theme of this conference. The first, Huda Skandar Kyork from Egypt wrote, "Not long ago, we used to hear the educated man groan and sigh deeply over the state of ignorance that dominated women. For a long time, he lamented the absence of a woman who could match him in knowledge and thought. This sorrowful state persisted for a long period, without a single voice heralding a new method of education that could dispel the darkness of ignorance and scatter its thick clouds, until our own days, when the light of knowledge began to shine through the schools established in every region, producing graduates by the hundreds and thousands. Yet the very man who once groaned over women's ignorance and lack of understanding now laments her progress, laments her learning, wishing she had remained in complete ignorance, rather than tasting the false knowledge born of superficial education borrowed from shallow aspects of modern Western civilization, obviously in quotes." A few issues later, from Beirut, another woman wrote, her name was Irma Kerellos, responded with another powerful rebuttal. I read it in Arabic. وأرى من الواجب أن تنهض المرأة لتدافع عن حقوقها المهضومة فتنالها كاملة وتتوصل إلى المنزلة التي تستحقها في المجتمع الإنساني. وقد أصبحت والحمد لله تدرك ذلك، فرأينا بين أخواتنا الكاتبات والطبيبات والممرضات والمحاميات والمخترعات اللواتي نفاخر بهن. فالمرأة التي وصفتها ليست زنبقة واحدة بين الأشواك، بل صار أمامنا حديقة فسيحة من الزنبق يعطر شذاها الأرجاء. هي ليست نجمة صغيرة تحجبها الغيوم، بل هي مجموع كواكب ترصع صدر السماء. وعلينا نحن إذا كتبنا أن نكتب في الحث والتنشيط لا في الملامة والتأنيب، فكفانا من الرجال سوء ظن ببنات جنسنا. A rough translation, I believe it's a duty for women to rise and defend their violated rights. And thanks to God, women have now become aware of this. We have seen among our sisters, writers, teachers, nurses, lawyers, and inventors, women we take pride in. The woman I described is no longer a single lily among thorns. Before us now lies a vast garden of lilies whose fragrance fills the air. She is not a small star hidden behind clouds, but a constellation of planets adorning the sky. End quote. And I say today we are celebrating women in data science, and in doing so we are celebrating diversity, not the diversity between men and women, but the diversity within women themselves, the vast garden of lilies and constellation of planets and stars in data science. Many of the women we will hear from today are leaders in their fields, in data science, artificial intelligence, business analytics, theory, research, and applications. Yet as we celebrate women in data science, we also recognize women's accomplishments across all fields. Some women choose to impact their societies through their ability to understand, collect, manage, and use data for community and corporate benefit. Others choose to make their mark in different ways through the arts, history, medicine, whether at home or abroad, within their families or in the corporate sector. With data comes the ability to understand, and with understanding comes freedom. It is our role as an institution of higher learning to open the doors for women to use data in any way they see fit, for positive impact in the family, in the community, and in society at large. This is what we do and we aspire to do at the Suleiman Alayan School of Business and definitely at the American University of Beirut. I wish you a very productive and fruitful conference today. Thank you.